Well, welcome to Speaking of Horses. I'm your host, Wayne Williams, and we're ready to go right here with some of the great stories from the horse industry. So join us as we get ready to go Speaking of Horses right here on this station. Well, hey, welcome to Speaking of Horses. Today, we're going to discuss horse expos, and especially the Southern Equine Expo, which is held every February in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, my guest today is Mr. Patrick Kayser, and he is the CEO and president of the Southern Equine Expo. So, first of all, Patrick, welcome, and tell us a little bit about the history of the Southern Equine Expo.
Thanks for having me on today, Wayne. The expo this will be the sixth year that we have the expo. Several years ago, Tennessee did have the Tennessee Horse Fair, and it had a good run for about 15 years and then faded away, and Road to the Horse moved in to the Tennessee Miller Coliseum and had a good run there. And when they moved to Lexington, Kentucky, it kind of created a vacuum, and there was a need for Horse Expo to come back to Tennessee so that we could share information about horses, new training techniques, and provide shopping through our vendors, and we'll also have more information through workshops, and now we've added some competitions. So about 5 years ago in 2013 was our first expo, and Chase Dodd and I and Brenda Wright partnered together on that, and we had what we called the Southern Horse Bonanza. And after that, things kind of morphed, and we took sole ownership of the expo. And now this will be our sixth year, and we continually try to build it by bringing in nationally known clinicians, offering a wide variety of clinics and clinicians to meet the diverse needs of our industry. And we're growing, and the word's getting out. Our trade show is sold out this year, and we have over 80 clinics and workshops over the 3 days, and 85 vendors, and we're just growing and just trying to do what we can to help and serve the people of the Southeast.
Well, you know, one of the things that you're doing that I really like, because expos all around the country for years have brought in top clinicians and educators, so to speak, but you have a good number of events, competitions, whatever, where people can bring their own horse and compete. This year you've got the Trail Challenge. You've had other things in the past, but you have a lot of things where people can come in and not only watch but participate.
Yeah, and that's actually, this will be the first year for what we call the Smoky Mountain Trail. We've taken the idea from Mark Bollinger from out in Oregon and Washington, and we're going to use their format, and it's, we're excited about it because Tennessee's got a lot of nice trails and good trail riding in this area with the Appalachians and the Smoky Mountains close by, and a lot of people, and that's really kind of the majority of our attendees are people that just like to get out on the trail and ride. So we're trying to take that and bring it inside, and the response has been tremendous for that. And we do want people to be involved, and I think if, to come and sit and watch clinics all day, for some that's good, but for others that gets more like a schoolroom, and it gets monotonous. But if they can have a horse and get ready to ride, and they feel like they're part of the expo and enjoying it, I think they just get immersed in the environment and in the whole atmosphere, and I think they come back and the word spreads. So, and right now the response to the Smoky Mountain Trail Challenge has been really, really good, and we have people coming from Michigan to go show in it, and I'm flabbergasted. It's exceeding my expectations. So yes, it is something, and we also have clinics where the riders can participate on Sunday, ride with the clinicians at a rate that they probably normally wouldn't be able to afford, and some of these people will never get to ride with some of the people that we bring in because they're not going to haul to them, or it's not something that they normally do, and it gives them an opportunity to get some lessons from somebody that they only read about in magazines. So, we try to get people involved, and we want them involved, and we want them to feel like they're part of the expo and immersed into the whole procedure.
Well, and that's key. And you know, one of the things too is that if you look at a lot of even American Quarter Horse Association, AQHA, will tell you that of all of the members that they have, only about 10% are in the show ring. The rest of them are on the trails in the backyard having fun. That is a huge percentage, whether that 10% is dead on or not, but it's somewhere in that area. And that's a huge percentage of horse owners who don't go in the show ring and who look for these other things to do.
Yeah, and it's a good place for them to gather, because not everybody is going to be able to go to, the major shows like the Quarter Horse Congress or Briar Fest even, or some of those to shop from all these vendors, and there's only so much you can get at your local feed supply store and or box store. And so this gives them an opportunity to come and shop and see what's out there. And again, they get to visit with people and share ideas, and they they sit and talk, and they meet new friends, and who knows, they might meet a couple new trail buddies to go ride with somewhere.
And this year too, well, you've got some really good clinicians if you want to set for the clinician sessions, or pick and choose the ones that are more apropos to what you want. But you got the three members of the Lyons Legacy, Josh and Michael and Brandy, are all going to be there.
Yeah, we wanted to bring in Josh and John too, and it's just one of those things. We just only so much time, but I figured bringing in his kids and they're not kids, but bringing in his children to come in, and they all have the same foundation in the beginning, but if you watch how the tree is branched out, they all kind of taken what they know and have their own specialties. Josh does the reining and a lot of that, but he also does the Lyons Legacy with John still, and so he's going to bring a little bit of that to the expo. Brandy's really good working with the owner amateur riders and getting people to overcome their fear of riding or slowing down, and working on horses, getting them collected and working with them, and she'll be able to touch a different type of the audience. And Michael and his wife Julia have set up a place out in North Carolina where it's kind of a bed and breakfast, and they're doing a lot of training, bringing in a lot of different breeds, and he's kind of establishing his own path. So I think bringing those three in the same place would be kind of fun to watch and see if people can follow all three of them and see kind of their different approaches, but also look for the similarities too. So that's going to be exciting to see.
Well, it is, and if you think about it, with all of the time that John Lyons has put into this, to have three of your kids, Josh, Michael, and Brandy, and I got them probably out of order. I think it's Brandy, Josh, and Michael as far as order of age, but I'm not sure. I do think Michael's the youngest, but to watch all three of them, carving out their own niches and working as a part of this thing, and all be into the horse industry, it's kind of makes you a proud papa. It's got to,
I would imagine so. Yeah, and it just doesn't end with those three. I mean, they've got the next generation already in the saddle. So it is a legacy that they've developed in the past, and I think it would be interesting to know how many people have ridden with them and how many people they've helped over the years. So yeah, I think it would be. I think John would be proud. I hope he shows up. I don't know if he will, though. But
well, you never know about John. He just might.
Yeah, maybe a cameo.
If all three of them are there, he just might be there. You just never know. But I'll tell you, you've got to.
The grandparents will have to sit and babysit or something. I watch the kids. So.
Well, you've got a lot of good local trainers, people that work in and around Tennessee and nearby to where you're at. And of course, let's tell everybody you are in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, just outside Nashville a little bit, and at a beautiful facility, the Miller Coliseum there. So everything is inside, all the clinics, the shopping. So if the weather's a little nasty, you're not at an outdoor arena per se.
Yeah, the main Coliseum's heated. The back arenas aren't, but people kind of are used to wearing coats and huddled together, and it's usually pretty nice. And the average temperature is supposed to be, upper 50s, low 60s that time of year, and we just hope we're just average then. That would be perfect for us. So,
yeah.
And then it's comfortable for everybody.
And all the vendors All the vendors are in the main arena up around there, so they're all in the nice heated shopping area.
Yeah, it's just like a big racetrack. You can get your open up your purse and start at the starting line and go all the way around to the finish line and shop to your heart's content.
Well, tell us a little bit about this year on Saturday night. You're going to do an evening showcase, and that's where you're going to showcase, I'm sure, a lot of the talent that's at the expo. Do you have anything put together on that yet?
Yeah, a couple of years ago we tried something, and we just kind of got away from it. But what we're going to do is just kind of cap that day off. It's not really going to be a separate evening performance. All we want to do is just send people home with, we want to it's a capstone for the day. So we have a drill team, the Young Guns 4-H rodeo drill team out of Kentucky. They're going to be here, and they're going to kind of get us started with a little grand entry, and then we're going to have a true parade of breeds, bring all the different breeds in that are represented at the expo, which I'm pretty excited about, seeing them all in the pen together, line them all up, and then we have some mounted shooters. We have cowboy mounted shooters, and we also have the mounted archery. So we'll start with that, and then we'll move on. We have some freestyle acts, and so in about an hour and a half at the most, we'll just kind of let some people, the clinicians, kind of do some freestyle routines, and so they can have some fun, so people see their imagination and what they can do, and then just kind of wrap it up, and people can still have time to go out and eat or get home early at a reasonable hour. But it's just again a capstone for the full day. It's not a separate ticketed event. It's one price gets everything.
And it's after you've shopped and after you've been educated all day long, you kind of sit back for an hour or so and just kind of be entertained and relaxed. Well, Patrick, we're kind of running out of time here, but tell us again the dates and the location.
Yeah, the Southern Equine Expo is February 23rd through the 25th at the Tennessee Miller Coliseum in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're 30 miles southeast of Nashville. We're really about 30 miles from the airport if they need to fly. If people want to come and fly in, or we're right in the heart of Tennessee, and if you get done early in the evening, Nashville's 30 minutes away. It's one of the best destination cities in America with our walk up and down Broadway. You can't hear much better music.
Patrick, thank you very much.
Thank you, Wayne, and safe travels, and we'll see you in less than a month.
You got it. Well, that's our show. I'm your host, Wayne Williams. Speaking of horses, we'll be back next week with a brand new show. Or join us at speakingofhorses.com.